So you see, like sometimes people make people groups and then they're like try and judge you. They strain out a gnat, but they swallow a camel. Now what's the good law Bible say? Do you think any of these guys do they ever masturbate? Do they ever have any homosexuality going on in those people groups? And they're using jackets and handcuffs? Is there any sexual immorality going over there? Now what's the Bible say about homosexuality? No homosexual will enter heaven. So you implying like homosexuals and people with dodgy stuff, people making accusations, turning up in people groups, taking their stuff and not returning their stuff when you could quite easily treat people with some dignity and respect. I know there's some dodgy people out there, but there's some good guys that you beating up on because y'all are bored and have nothing to do, and because you're scared of like some of like I don't know, no, you're not scared like some of the big tough guys, but like you pick on like the ones with little ones and you take all the stuff. You tell him you can't return his stuff on his phone. You have to take somebody with paw stuff. Should we check out your profile with those handcuffs? I told you there will be a day of vengeance on the day of judgment. There will be a day of judgment for you what you've done to these people who believe in my name. You're leaving them in handcuffs, surrounding them by demonic people, leaving them with everything that's wretched. Then try to use sleep deprivation techniques, try to make their life miserable, put them in a corner and make their life judgment. Oh my good Lord Almighty, you're in trouble. You are certainly in trouble. When the most day of judgment comes, but do you know that you only get so much time on planet Earth? Do you understand that you have a date with death? Do you understand this? Like you only get so much time, then you're gonna meet the Lord of the dance, and He can put you over there. My son Jesus, did my son Jesus suffer? Do you think you're higher than my son Jesus? Jesus, did he suffer and die on a cross? So if God Almighty allowed Jesus, the most precious thing in all of existence, allowed him to suffer, do you think that you're so precious because you were given certain privileges that you're like if my son can suffer, that you're beyond suffering? Have you heard of eternity? Have you heard of eternal punishment? He says that I tell you that until you pay the last penny, you won't get out. Got to start treating these people with some respect and returning their stuff back. You know how to use that technology and stuff? DNA, where's his trainers? Where's his phone? And where's his Jilly Jelly backpack? You know how to take a swab if you want DNA? Are you having like sex out stuff that you're taking their stuff and trying to leave them out there like junk? Are these people made in my image? I'm telling you, there was going to be a day of judgment, and you're going to get a nice hug from Jesus, and you're going to get some wretched too, because we serve a God of justice. Do we believe in justice? Come on now. Come on. Come on. Come and spend some time with little Ryu and the apostles. Come on. I told you he's one of the best. So, like, whatever you throw our way, it's going to come back at you 70 times 7 once you leave planet Earth. So we're quite happy to treat us how you like to right now. Have your fun. That's all right. Use your handcuffs and come in like with your authority. But our authority comes from Jesus, and his authority is higher, and he can come up with the sword, and he can do it 70 times 7. My little Ryu Shane here is from the beginning of time. He's my best friend. You keep trying to arrest him 70 times 7, wasting his life while he's out here trying to help people, and you're trying to strain out a gnat and swallow a camel and take all his stuff and leave them in a box and have a good party time? Well, let me introduce you to Jesus. I'm not just a cute fluffy lamb. I'm also a lion, and I'm also a judge of justice, little fluffy. So you can also be put in a room with some demons if you want to at the end of time. I have the authority to do that. If you keep doing this to these people, you're going to be in trouble. You better go do some praying. Like, I'm not joking. I'm not even joking. You think it's funny? Is my God a liar? Is he a God of justice? You might be smiling now with your airplanes and everything and technology, but I'm telling you, there's a day of judgment coming. That's why Ray Comfort says, like, have you kept the 10 Commandments? Have you ever broken one law? Have you ever lied? Have you ever looked with lust? Have you ever taken God's name in vain? You're picking on people and you're abusing the justice system. And that's why I sent my little fluffy lamb Hirayu to give you a reminder, because he's actually one of the ones actually trying to tell the truth. So I think you better spend a little bit of time with Jesus and return this young man's stuff back and say sorry, and maybe give him a little bit of compensation, and stop treating people like yourself would like to be treated. I'm watching you.